Squad attention. Squad attention.
Who am I? I'm a lovely, kind, funny girl that everyone likes.
Johnny is hardworking, determined.
Very outgoing and strong.
Sassy, fierce, dedicated.
Very intelligent.
Janae is a star. Every child has a story, but they don't have this story. Life circumstances sometimes dictate the path that we take.
I don't think nobody else can go through what I went through, survive like I did, and still be a happy person. My mom was a funny, outgoing lady. She was always there for us when we needed her. She always had our back.
She was a loving mother. She really cared for her children a lot, and she did what she could for them with what she had.
Janae was raised by her sister through middle school because her father had been in prison and her mother had had a very serious illness.
She was like back and forth to the hospital. It took a toll on the kids.
Everybody else had like a mother that can do stuff for them.
Ready for school?
Me and my sister was the mother figure to our sisters and brother. So it was really hard, like doing everything that my mama couldn't do for them. So John, time to get the kids up. Wake them up in the morning, cook for them, make sure they eat. Johnny, did you finish your homework?
I think it was in August of 2011. Tammy was admitted to the hospital.
She was in there for quite a bit, and then that's when they had told us that she wasn't getting any better.
It was kind of hard seeing her go through that, have the tumors and everything. She didn't look like her, so it was just...
I think that was the hardest thing that they had to do, was say goodbye to their mother.
Close your eyes.
I thought that my life had been challenging before, but the loss of my mother marked the beginning of a new obstacle. I now had to live without my mother.
They got evicted. They were going from here to there and sometimes living in cars.
And once we split up, that was hard.
I was still in school, so I moved with my grandmother. All the little siblings stayed with my Auntie Kim.
I needed that mother figure. Basically, I started high school and I was going through like girl problems. For the most part, they treated me as I was their daughter.
She clings to a lot of people because I guess maybe they remind her of her mom in some way.
Being in the house with 5 girls and 1 boy, it's a lot. It was like always loud and sometimes it get annoying. I went in the back to just settle down for a bit and listen to music. Music brings life to me. I listen to music 24/7. When I have music and I don't hear anybody, like it's just me there dancing by myself.
That girl can dance. She's really always dancing around the house. I'd be like, you know, chill sometimes.
We have a nationally ranked step team. She's the captain.
Basically, when you step in, you're serving your teammate and the beat because you got to put it all together.
We have step practice together, and she's like the first person up dancing. I'm just like, Janae, like, what are you doing?
When my dad got out of prison, he really wanted her to move back so he can have everybody in the house together.
Living back with my dad was so hard because he lived so far. But I wanted my family back. I wanted my dad back.
To commute from Long Beach to Los Angeles, Janae gets up at 5 o'clock in the morning, I believe.
The long commute every day is a sacrifice I am willing to make to succeed.
We kind of knew Janae was going to be that star student, but we never knew like she was going to come this far and have all these awards.
She's a straight A student. She will graduate second in her class.
Before she passed, my mother would say, Janae, I want you to go to college and go to a 4-year university. I thought of myself as a role model. I have to set examples for my siblings and my mom because she wanted me to be her genius kid.
If Janae graduates from college, Janae will be the first in the family, yes.
Maybe her going to school, maybe that was an outlet for her to release, you know.
Like some of the pain.
Yeah.
This summer, I had a paid internship at Kaiser Permanente. When I finish college, I want to become a nurse because how the nurses treated my mother when she was in the hospital, I like how they care for her, and I want to do the same thing.
She gives back. She tutors kids at the middle school that we're on campus with.
She set so many examples at the park with the cheerleaders.
I just like helping people. Like, people help me out, so I want to return the favor and help others out.
I think her family really, most part, motivate her to get up, go out there and be that bright student she is.
Oh, it's love going on here. It's family. We do things together.
We're all we have, and we have to stick together.
What has touched me the most about Janae is how focused, how determined she is.
For the 2 past years, I've seen how she's really pushing herself to get what she wants.
I think Tammy would be very proud of Janae now.
Proud? I can't even describe proud. That's like having the Holy Ghost.
Well, I learned from Janae to like never give up. That's the main thing. Just never give up.
Losing her mom, she didn't let that stop her. She fought to get where she is today.
With that baggage, she's able to put that away properly and say to herself, I will not be like my circumstances.
What about